Hello everybody, the North Tampa Bay Chamber Road Show isn't so much on the road today. We are right here in the Chamber office and I am here with Julie Dang and Rob Martin.
Good morning.
And they are one of our newest members here at the Chamber, and you are American Tax, tell me the whole name so I get it right.
American Financial and Tax.
Okay, and Tax, so I didn't get it right. But nonetheless, we are here today to talk about what their company does and how you as a Chamber member can benefit from the Employee Retention Tax Credit.
Correct.
Yes, so we have all heard about that by now. There are a lot of scams out there about this program, and we just wanted to put a familiar face with the company that can help you get those tax credits in return. So Rob, tell us about ERC.
Well, the ERC, it was initially released with the CARES Act. The PPP and the ERC were part of the same program. In 2021, there was an amendment that made the ERC program a lot more viable to businesses, because prior to that, it was not. And a lot of business owners are confused about that amendment that took place. So there was some correct information at one point that turned incorrect. And so to simplify it, I'm gonna word it like this. The ERC program has now become a way for you to go back and either retrieve or settle the PPP loans that you got before. So imagine this, you got one PPP loan, maybe you got none, and there's still a lot of money left on the table. But what we found out is that a lot of the PPP loans that were funded were grossly underfunded. With these ERC refunds that we're seeing back, it's 5 times the amount of the original PPP loans. So there's a huge opportunity for businesses to claim this credit. The biggest thing is you want to work with somebody who really understands the program to maximize your benefits.
And so you guys are that specialist and you are here locally. It sounds extraordinarily complicated, but you assure me that it's not. Even us blonde girls can figure it out and get you the information you need to.
So we work with plenty of lawyers and CPAs and even software engineers to design something that is extraordinary throughout the industry, because when we started to do this whole ERC program, we searched for software that was out there and it just wasn't. So we've had to work the roundtables with the lawyers and the CPAs and design the software that can help maximize the refunds.
Legally.
And if I can tell you how many times we've had to sit there with groups of CPAs and figure out the slightest thing, one question could have taken us 20 hours to answer. And most CPAs, they just don't have that kind of time. So if you're not working with a specialist, you can leave a lot of money on the table or even have your application denied from the IRS.
And there is no expense up front for doing this. Some of the scams that are happening out there are requiring you to put down a $5,000 retainer or things of that nature. And that is not really the best way to do it.
Yes, so the way it works here at American Financial, what we're doing is we're first seeing if the business qualifies. You know, that's the most important thing. If the business doesn't qualify, ethically, we can't move forward. Where a lot of companies, they see money on the table and they're pushing things through that just don't work. So even if you were an essential company or business during COVID, you can still qualify. It doesn't mean you're completely ruled out, but there's a set of rules for each individual situation. So in each example, you know, we have to take it case by case and really dissect what your business can qualify for. And then once that's done, we have to take it to the employee level, because there's certain employees that are not going to qualify for this program. And then we have to see how much PPP you got, and then how much wages were paid, and then we have to calculate all this stuff. And some of these processes can be very, very time consuming. And because we spent the time doing all those roundtables and doing all that stuff, we're able to provide the maximum amount that's possible out there. And we see a lot of times people will have an opinion from a professional saying, oh, you don't qualify. Well, that's fine. If they say you didn't qualify, there's nothing wrong. There's no upfront cost. Get a second opinion. Let us be that second opinion.
Awesome. And so there's a time limit on this program, correct? It sunsets in 2023 to be able to apply for that. So tell us a little bit about the parameters from the IRS and what that information the business needs to know.
So the biggest time limit on this, I believe, is going to go down to the individuals, because I don't think this program, the pool of money, will last until the time limit. So these credits were supposed to be claimed in 2020 and 2021. Now we're approaching 2023. The biggest issue is that, like I said before, it was amended in 2021. And so because it got amended there, it was already off to a late start. So companies have been acting to get all their claims in. But once the money's gone, the money's gone. So regardless of what the parameters are, as far as time frame, I would not be wasting time whatsoever.
Right. And so it sounds complicated again, and there's only a few people that scare me, and the IRS is one of them, but you do all of the work, correct?
Yes.
So a business can reach out to you, and you will navigate them, help them through the process.
Yes.
And you do it online. And I know that you've told me it's a really easy.
It is such an easy process. Like it's really a no-brainer. It's a very easy process. And one of the greatest things about American Financial Tax is it's risk-free to the business owner. We process everything. We look at all the paperwork. We do everything, and there's no upfront cost. And it's just really risk-free until you qualify.
So if you were in business during COVID times, if you are no longer in business but were in business during COVID times, give you guys a call.
Yes, definitely.
Find you on our chamber website. You're a new member, and you both live here in our community, and you're here to serve. But this is also a federal refund, so you can serve businesses all over the country.
Nationwide.
They don't have to just be right here. So if you want more information, you can find them online. And until we see you again.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.